So Monday we learned about what a table is and how we can use tally marks to represent data. Well, today we are going to be using a picture graph, and that is another way that we can represent data. Now, you may be wondering, what is a picture graph? Well, a picture graph is just another way that we can show data. We will be drawing pictures to represent data. Now, I'm aware that a lot of you probably don't have like a lot of tools, so we're just going to be using pencil and paper. I'll use a marker just because that's just what I normally use, but pencil and paper is just fine. So the first thing that we will need is, of course, our pencil and paper. Okay. We are going to draw just one line across, and that is where our title is going to go. So, just like this, we're going to draw a line just across so that we can write our title. Since we had our title the other day, our title is Class Favorite Dances. So that's what we're going to write. Class Favorite Dances. So on your paper, you are going to also put your title on your paper. Go ahead and do that now. I'm going to give you some time, and then we're going to move on. So go to work. All right, after you've done your title, we're going to draw a big rectangle. Ooh. Yours might not be as crooked as mine. Just like that. Go ahead and draw yours. And then after it, we are going to divide it into 4 sections. How many sections? 4 sections. Go to work. I'm going to do it while you do it. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Just like that. Perfect. Now, the next step is we have to label our categories. Our categories are already labeled right here. So we had jigger, mop, floss, and shoot. We are going to take those 4 categories and put them under each category that we just made. So our first one is jigger. So I'm going to write jigger underneath. The next one is the mop dance. The next one is floss. And the last one is shoot. So this is exactly how your graph should look. Let me move it so that you know exactly what I'm talking about. Okay. As you can see, we now have a title. We now have our categories, and we now have them partitioned off. Okay. Now, the last thing that we need to make is a legend. You may be wondering, what is a legend? Glad you asked. I'm here to tell you. A legend is what each picture stands for. So, in this instance, we're just going to draw circles to represent our data. Watch. I'm going to write legend right here. I'm going to spell legend. I'm going to put a colon, and I'm going to say for each circle, and I'm going to put an equal sign. This means that for each circle, it equals 1 vote. That means every time you see this, you are going to count by 1. That means 1 person voted. How many? 1 person. Good job. So I'm going to put 1 vote. So once again, a legend tells you what each picture stands for. In this instance, 1 circle equals 1 vote. Now, we are now going to take our data that we took from the other day and now put it in a picture graph. And let me show you how that's going to work. So for instance, Jigga got 8 votes. So since we know that each circle is going to be 1 vote, how many circles are we gonna draw? Think time. I have 8 number of votes, and each circle means 1 vote. How many circles should I draw? Did you guess it? That's right. We are going to draw 8 circles because each circle is 1 vote. And Jigga got 8 votes. So we have to draw 8 circles. Good job. So we're going to go back over here. We are going to, for each circle is 1 vote. And we just said that Jigga had 8 votes. So we have to draw 8 circles to represent the amount of votes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So Jigga has 8 votes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Let's look back. Mop has 3 votes. So we'll draw 3 circles. 1, 2, 3. Floss has 5 votes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And the Shoot Dance has 4 votes. 4 votes. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. We have now represented our data for class favorite dances in a picture graph. We have our title. We have our pictures. We have our categories. And we have our legend. Great job, scholars. Another word that we can use for these circles is called a symbol. A symbol is something that represents something. So in this case, our circles represent the number of votes we got. The last thing that I want to touch on before you go to practice is what a survey is. So a survey is a question that you ask a number of people, and then those people vote on what you ask. So for instance, I surveyed a group of students on what their class favorite dance was. And so they either answered Jigga, Mop, Floss, or Shoot. So their answer was their answer to what I asked, my survey. So that is what a survey is. So if you hear how many people answered the survey is the same as how many people voted or how many people answered the question. Same difference though. And last but not least, on your problem set, you will get an opportunity to make a picture graph and make up a question and an answer that you may want to ask. Let me show you how you would make up a question. So you have your data for your picture graph already presented. You could say, how many people voted for the dance Shoot? So I would write that as my question. How many people voted for Shoot? And your answer would be 1, 2, 3, 4. So for answer, you would write 4. Now, we could write 4, but you know in Miss Sims class, we write complete sentences. So you would say 4 people voted for Shoot. So we could say 4 people voted for Shoot. So, I just want to make any clarifying questions that you may have. The directions on the problem set says to use grid paper to create a picture graph, but as you can see, we did not use grid paper today. You could just draw you a rectangle and partition it to however many categories that is presented on the problem set and just fill it in that way. I am completely aware that we don't have graph paper. I don't even have graph paper, so I can't expect you to have graph paper if I don't have it. Once again, it is totally okay if you just draw it. Of course, I'm super flexible in this time period to just Draw it however works for you. It's fine with me. As always, just send it through the message or your portfolio, and that is completely fine. And then just try to come up with a question and an answer that you could possibly ask based on the picture graph that you make on your problem set. Other than that, I miss you all so much. We are almost done with this, y'all. Like, it's crazy that we have even been out of school a month, and it's gonna be going on 2 months soon. Y'all just keep being great. Keep doing what you're doing because y'all are amazing, and I'm so proud of the people that are participating or reaching out to me. I appreciate all of the questions and concerns that you have. Other than that, y'all have a great Wednesday. I will see you all tomorrow. Bye.